serving the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. This is WPBF TV 25. Live from News Center 25, the area's most honored news team. Jim Brosmer, Sheila O'Connor, Mike Lyons weather, Mark Goldberg sports. This is the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, everyone. Jim Brosmer has the night off. Our top story, a man believed to have been terrorizing West Palm Beach neighborhoods for months is finally behind bars.
Police say the man known as the South End Rapist has been arrested and has confessed to dozens of crimes. News Center 25's Don Germaze reports.
West Palm Beach Police Chief Billy Riggs says their suspect went on a one-man crime spree since March, 34 confessed crimes and counting.
Obviously, if we can identify 30 burglaries and 4 sexual batteries, there could be many, many more crimes that we have not solved yet, but we may with the arrest of this individual.
Timothy Thompson has already confessed to the crimes committed largely in the south end of the city, and he's agreed to cop a plea. In the neighborhoods Thompson allegedly struck, they are breathing a sigh of relief after locking themselves in their homes all summer.
We were wanting to keep all our windows closed, and it's been a very warm summer when you're not air conditioning. You don't have air conditioning.
So it's good now that you hear that he's in custody?
Yes.
Detectives call this guy a pretty sharp operator who would actually try to lead them off the scent. For instance, sometimes he would leave cigarette butts at the crime scene even though he didn't smoke. Other times he would put glue on his fingers to cover up the fingerprints. And wait till you hear how he got to and from the crime scenes.
One method is the use of a truck. Another is a rental vehicle. Another time we may see the use of a 10-speed bicycle. Simply unknown, but seen jogging in the area. And a small canoe.
Detectives say Boca Raton police actually caught the guy breaking into a house down there. When they searched Thompson's home, they found property that was allegedly stolen from the West Palm Beach rape victims. Police now say Thompson never went out to intentionally rape his victims.
He was a burglar first and the opportunist rapist second. If the woman was home at the time the burglary took place, he took advantage of the situation.
Ironically, they say Thompson only did this for kicks. In West Palm Beach, Don Germaze, News Center 25.
Police say they suspected Thompson months ago, but couldn't have built a case against him without help from Boca Raton Police and the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office.
Ugly, unsightly graffiti will have to be removed if Palm Beach County leaders have their way. News Center 25's Dave Bloom tells us tonight many businesses and homeowners victimized by graffiti would be responsible for cleaning up someone else's mess.
On this day, Patricia Chappell chooses to spend her spare time in her wood shop in her garage, rather than finishing the job of removing the graffiti on the outside of her home.
Well, I just think if I ever catch little boogers, they're in a big problem, because I think I'd strip them naked and paint them and see how they liked it.
Patricia's not alone. Unsightly graffiti seems to be everywhere. If it stays, property values in the neighborhood could suffer. Artwork, graffiti, whatever you call it, county leaders want it painted over. If the people who deface that building are not caught, and odds are they never will be, then the responsibility of removing it could be squarely placed on the people who own that building.
Certainly the graffiti will remain after the offender is gone, and that's why the most important part of the ordinance is to require that it be removed.
When they catch them, maybe they think twice about doing it again.
3 times for you now.
Yeah, this is the 3rd time. I'm getting good at painting garages.
Patricia and many others are getting tired of cleaning up someone else's lousy artwork. In Palm Beach County, Dave Bloom, News Center 25.
Also, regarding that graffiti, public hearings may soon be set to talk about the issue of cleaning it up. Right now, the county does not have a graffiti ordinance.
Palm Beach County commissioners say they're learning a valuable lesson from Dade County and Hurricane Andrew. Commissioners passed a law today that would let them bypass normal purchasing procedures in the event of a hurricane. Commissioner Karen Marcus says the devastation in Dade County gave them a wake-up call.
For so many years we have not been affected by hurricanes, and I think what we saw down there raised some of the other issues. I think we've been prepared to do this, so I don't know that we're reacting to that, but we're making sure we get it done now.
The new law will also help the county prosecute people caught price gouging during an emergency.
Members of the Classroom Teachers Association unveil a report they call shameful. It's a survey showing just how overcrowded Palm Beach County's classrooms are. News Center 25's Carrie Hill takes a look.
Western United States, you may call it.
This is an average classroom at a Palm Beach Gardens middle school. As you can see, space is precious. Kids are packed in like sardines. Just ask the teacher.
For me to circulate and help the kids with the book bags and the desks as close as they are, I didn't have 6 rows of desks in here last year. I didn't have students sitting over in the corner, basically. We had to open up that section so that they weren't back in the field basically watching.
Last year there were about 30 kids in this classroom. Now there's almost 40. And it's a growing trend according to a survey conducted by the Classroom Teachers Association. They find there are almost 400 classes with 35 kids or more. That's 10%.
The philosophy of stack 'em deep and teach 'em cheap seems to be alive and well in Palm Beach County.
The findings aren't a surprise to parents and their children. Is this affecting their learning, do you think?
I think it is, because it doesn't take one-on-one, but you have to have control of the class.
Well, it's like a lot of kids in the class and all crowd together and hard to handle and stuff. A lot of kids are talking and stuff.
The CTA has given up on school administrators. They're now encouraging parents and teachers to fight overcrowding so they can turn what they call the Hall of Shame into a greater learning game. In Palm Beach Gardens, Carrie Hill, News Center 25.
It's being called a budgeting experiment gone bad.
St. Lucie County commissioners say they did not realize what they would be up against once area vets found out the county wanted to eliminate a veterans counselor position. News Center 25's Jody Ben-Eunice joins us now from our Treasure Coast newsroom with complete details. Hello, Jody.
Red, Sheila, the counselors help vets understand what they're actually entitled to for having served the country. When the vets found out there would be one less counselor in the area, they decided something had to be done.
These vets are no strangers to fighting for a cause. Their latest battle against the St. Lucie County Commission. Their demand? Don't cut the number of veteran counselors. The ones on the job now can barely handle the workload.
The motion carries unanimously.
When the battle is over, the vets come out on top.
It's funny what a little education will do when you point out the shortfallings and the shortcomings of Veterans Affairs and how it's affecting the people locally.
The commission, trying to save money, was cutting a counselor position that opened up after someone retired. They found out today their decision was not the best.
We may try some things and we may fail, but at least we've tried. Of course, we hopefully will try some things and we'll succeed. And that's what change is all about.
I'm here to see about my husband again, see what we can do.
We're really happy we can perform all the work that we used to do without cutting back the benefits for treating the veterans.
The counselor job will be filled as soon as someone qualified can be found.
But that name may not be for a while because there are a whole bunch of requirements that need to be met in order for that position to be filled. So the counselor director just says to bear with them.
Jody, how much money do those veterans receive through this service?
I'm told in St. Lucie County it's upward around $14 million. So there is quite a bit of money coming through this office and to the veterans in St. Lucie County alone.
Thank you, Jody Ben-Eunice, reporting tonight from our Jensen Beach newsroom. Fire rescue units had to be called out to a marina near Palm Beach Gardens today when the owner of a boat discovered more than 50 gallons of fuel flooded the entire inside of the vessel. The area had to be sealed off while the gas was pumped out. So far, no word on how the fuel leaked inside the 33-foot boat. Investigators at the scene tell us they don't believe any fuel spilled into the intracoastal waterway.
The rehabilitation has been declared a success.
And now a lucky sea cow is ready to return to normal life. Details just ahead from News Center 25.
I'm health specialist Karen Curtis. I'll tell you about a new laser eye treatment for glaucoma ahead on News Center 25.
Hi, Paul and I have always wondered why anyone would buy an Oldsmobile somewhere else. After all, we offer a 10% senior citizen discount, a $1,000 price guarantee, a 30-day trade-back offer that allows you to trade back your car if you're not happy. Customer Wednesdays with no salesman, just clearly discounted Oldsmobiles. The bottom line is that we're really nice guys who deserve your business. Stop by our dealership on I-95 and exit 56. I'll buy you a cup of coffee, you'll tell me what you want, and I'll probably say yes. See you soon.
What's clear?
Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate. What isn't? All other premium gasolines. What's clear? Amoco Ultimate is the only premium refined an extra step to remove harmful impurities. The harmful impurities the other premiums leave in every tankful. What's clear? Why we do it. For unsurpassed performance and a cleaner environment. Crystal clear Amoco Ultimate.
She's the most cunning of shoppers, brought out by Mervyn's anniversary sale with the lowest prices of the year. She can track down the lowest price on Lee denim and Elemental blindfolded. She can sniff out the lowest price on towels and sheets at 50 paces. And don't be caught in her sights when she spots the lowest price on Cambridge Classics dress shirts. She's the bargain hunter. And her favorite territory, Mervyn's anniversary sale with the lowest prices of the year.
On the happy island of Jantique,
Yeah, man!
there's modern medicine,
You ever been with a Rasta man?
Stand up, bend over, and pull down your pants.
modern transportation,
I know a fellow who can get you out of this mess.
and modern romance.
Mr. Davis! Come back here!
Going to extremes.
Will somebody get a hacksaw and cut this stupid handcuff from off this pervert?
Tonight, followed by News Center 25 at 11.
Glaucoma, or elevated eye pressure, can lead to blindness if left untreated.
A new laser procedure is now available to lower pressure when medications fail. Health specialist Karen Curtis joins us now with more on this story.
Well, the laser is a holmium laser, and it was approved by the FDA 2 years ago for this purpose, but just on the Treasure Coast, they've been using it for the last 7 months, so it is new. Glaucoma is traditionally treated by controlling the pressure inside the eye. This can be done with medicated eye drops, but in some cases, the drops don't always help, and surgery is necessary. The laser procedure takes only minutes, and it's done on an outpatient basis.
We can see that area filtration. It looks just beautiful. That's very nice.
80-year-old Pearl DeLong underwent a new laser procedure on her right eye 5 months ago to help relieve the buildup of pressure from glaucoma. Left untreated, the pressure could have damaged her optic nerve.
There was nothing to it. I didn't realize, that what was going on. I could hear the laser, but to feel it, I didn't.
Glaucoma causes decreased side vision or tunnel vision, as we're simulating with our camera. And unsafe pressure levels can lead to blindness. That's when a patient becomes a candidate for the new laser surgery. It only takes a matter of minutes, and it decreases the pressure dramatically.
With the laser probe, it's applied to the surface of the eye, and it creates a tiny channel or opening in the wall of the eye. By doing this, this allows the controlled release of fluid in the eye and thereby decreases the pressure.
As you can see here, the laser is passed into the eye and then fired. The holmium laser cauterizes and vaporizes the tissue, preventing bleeding.
The nice thing about the laser is that the energy is applied through a very fine needle probe, and because of the fineness of the probe and the laser energy, the incision is just the size of the needle. It will seal itself, and there's a minimal risk of infection, minimal risk of scarring, and the recovery is very rapid.
The laser treatment is a lifelong cure for Pearl, whose glaucoma is age-related. She will not have to use medicated eye drops anymore in her right eye to control the pressure. But the medicated drops are still needed to control the pressure in her untreated left eye. And glaucoma can be brought on by age, as in Pearl's case, or the use of certain medications, or an injury, or it can run in the family. Also, the laser procedure is available at the Treasure Coast Laser Center at Lawnwood Medical Center, up there in the Treasure Coast.
Very good. Karen, as I recall, there is a very simple glaucoma detection test.
Everyone really, it's easy to do. It's called a puff test, and it checks the pressure in your eye. If you have any other questions about this story or any other non-emergency health questions, go ahead and call Helpline 25. It is a service to you. Good Sam in the Palm Beaches, 835-BFIT.
Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome.
Thanks a lot, Karen. An injured manatee is once again paddling free in the Peace River. Esther was found tangled in a crab trap last April. Manatee's right flipper was so badly damaged by the trap that it fell off at the moment of capture. She was transported to Lowry Park Zoo in Tampa for rehab. 6 months later, she's returning to the wild, complete with radio transmitter, so scientists can collect data on Esther and other endangered manatees. I saw a manatee. I was up in Pensacola last week, enjoying the cool weather, and it flew by. It went by. It looked like it flew by. It was going rather fast. But it was
Did
right
it have a
there at the
headset on? You
shore.
said it has a radio transmitter. Picks up some tunes,
I
huh?
guess they tag it, and this one was tagged.
Yes.
So they follow it, and this one was lost, too. And so am I. I'm losing you. Anyway, Mike's here.
The forecast looks pretty good. We'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment.
On the happy island of Jantique,
Yeah, man!
there's modern medicine,
You ever been with a Rasta man?
Stand up, bend over, and pull down your pants.
modern transportation,
I know a fellow who can get you out of this mess.
and modern romance.
Mr. Davis! Come back here!
Going to extremes.
When somebody get a hacksaw and cut this stupid handcuff from off this pervert?
Tonight, followed by News Center 25 at 11.
Red cars, red lips, red stars, red fingertips.
Now at Target, fashionable knit stirrup pants with side pockets are just $13.88 a pair. And cotton tunic sweaters by Honors in great fall colors are also just $13.88.
Start seeing red, you're right on target. Start seeing red, smart shoppers look our way. Red, you're right on target. Start seeing red, red, right on target.
The Florida Senate, chaotic, stumbling, crisis. Its leader, Gwen Margolis. The Miami Herald says her final year as president of the Florida Senate was a disaster. The Fort Lauderdale Sun-Sentinel, her leadership is adrift. The Orlando Sentinel, she's more concerned about her campaign in the U.S. Congress. When asked if the Senate is fouled up beyond all recognition, Margolis said, yeah, it is. Is it a bad idea for Gwen Margolis to be in Congress? Yeah, it is.
Instead of shouting about closeout, Schumacher would like you to listen to one of our customers.
Everyone wants satisfaction, and the place to get it is at Schumacher.
Right now, we have very satisfying savings on Buick Park Avenue and Roadmaster, and on Olds Achieva, which beat Honda and Toyota in a recent reliability study. And save on the most trouble-free American car, Cutlass Sierra, plus get cashbacks up to $2,000. The time to save is now, and the place to save is Schumacher Buick Oldsmobile.
Here's Mike checking out our weather. We've got some pictures we want to show you. They're in the control room right now, but they weren't a few minutes ago.
Yes, and if your picture suddenly goes black, you'll know why. I think they're running amok back there. But these are the Weeblo Scouts from Cub Scout Pack 172 in Palm Beach Gardens. Actually, I'm joking. They're a great group of young men. There's their leader of the pack, so to speak, Gail. We always wanted to have girls in our Boy Scout troop, but we could never convince them. But obviously these guys did, and that's great to have the guys visiting. They're getting a little merit badge by coming by and learning about television, things like that.
You're teaching them all about weather?
Well, we haven't had a chance yet, but we will afterwards, hopefully. Take a look at how we did weather-wise today. 83 was our high today. Beautiful Tuesday in South Florida after a great morning low of 68 degrees. Right now, not too bad. Current temperature still 79, humidity 61, winds from the northeast at 7, and the pressure is on the rise. Let's begin with our Weather Watcher temperatures, which are really cool and comfy up and down the coastline this evening. No problems at all. How about first stop Port St. Lucie, and we say hello to a brand new Weather Watcher, Ricky Cashwell. He's tried a couple times to get on the map, and today you're successful, Ricky, so welcome on board. He's got 82. Kevin has 80 degrees for us in Lake Worth, and over in Okeechobee, Dawn reporting 80 degrees. Now here's our satellite photograph. If you've been out, especially in the Palm Beaches, you know that Mother Nature is kind of picking on the Palm Beaches, at least right now. Some cloud cover. Most of the Treasure Coast, in fact, most of the Southeast enjoying a great day. Looks like another great night on tap for South Florida, although a little cool once again. Nothing chilly out there. We'll see temperatures in the low to mid-range of the 60s up and down the coastline. Vero will be one of the cool spots. So will Okeechobee, and Boca Raton should be rather comfortable, about 69 degrees. The rest of the country, here's the great 48 on this Tuesday. Sunshine across the southern one-third, clouds and yucky stuff up north. Back to Montana, pretty good snowstorm underway right now. Snow falling at the rate of a couple of inches an hour. Very cold in that region, too. The first real Arctic outbreak of cold air continuing to move south. Temperatures right now, 60 in New York. Atlanta, comfy at 77. St. Louis has 74. Still warm in Dallas, where it's 88 degrees. Across the northern tier of the country, a lot cooler. Duluth has 42 right now. Billings, 40. Denver, a lot warmer at 82. And Tucson, in the desert, very warm. Forecast now from the Weather Center for tonight, clearing and comfy down to about 68 degrees. Really no problems here. Tomorrow should be another nice day, breezy and cool. A couple more clouds tomorrow with a high temperature of 81 degrees. Now the winds will shift to the east tomorrow for boaters. They'll be around 15 knots, seas running 2 to 4 feet. Inland waters a light chop. Thursday, that's our transition day. We see warmer temperatures, about 85 degrees, a lot warmer at night too. And then as we head toward the weekend, much warmer. Maybe some record highs once again this weekend, just like last weekend.
Okay, sizzling.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Mark Goldberg stepping in next.
The Braves have a secret weapon, and they brought it to batting practice, and we'll show it to you in sports.
It's the most innovative and exciting lineup in our history. Introducing Jeep and Eagle for 1993. See the technically advanced new Jeep Grand Cherokee and the sophisticated new Eagle Vision. Get a good look at the newly designed 2- and 4-door Eagle Summits, or slip into affordable, sporty Eagle Talon at this low price. But whatever you do, don't miss the 93s at your Jeep and Eagle dealer today.
See your Florida Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Over half a century of experience. The finest U.S. choice beef. Naturally aged. Specially trimmed. That's what it takes to earn the WD brand from Winn-Dixie, the beef people.
The idea of an affordable quality health care plan for America is not new. In fact, we've been keeping Americans in the best of health for nearly half a century. And now you can join over 1 million Americans who depend on us to keep them in the best of health. We're HIP Network of Florida, a quality health care plan that makes sense in times like these. We're not for profit, so we can provide the best quality health care at a very affordable cost. So call 1-800-826-1007 and be in the best of health. HIP Network of Florida.
My husband and I are on a fixed income, and we didn't want big bills and big maintenance, but we did want a nice, big, smooth ride. So we went for the Century, and we're very happy with it.
All over America, Buick quality is leading the way.
If you're looking for quality, value, and style, your Florida Buick dealers say welcome home.
Buick is leading the way.
Mark's here now, and what do you think? Does history repeat itself?
Well, it seems like every time we get into the postseason, sometime, no matter what sport, somebody else loses his job, and it happened today. We're in the middle of all the playoffs, but it happened again. Right in the middle of the playoff week, someone gets fired, and today was Seattle manager Bill Plummer. He lasted only 1 year with the Mariners, had a record of 64-98. He had 1 year left on the contract, but that record was the worst in the American League. This guy's been with the Seattle Mariner organization for 15 years. You would think that they might be able to find something for him, and he says, hey, it just comes with the territory. No replacement has been named yet. Now, to the games on the field, the Braves can hit the jackpot and win one more time in another trip to the World Series. All they have to do is beat the Pirates tonight, Game 6, at the home of the Braves. The starters the same in Game 3 as they were here, and it's Tim Wakefield. He's 1-0. He has an ERA of 2.00. He went 9 innings in that third game win, allowed 2 runs, 5 hits. The Pirates won that game 3-2. Tom Glavine 0-1 with an ERA of 4.26 goes for the Braves. He went 6 1/3 innings, gave up 3 runs, all earned on 7 hits. And the Braves are hoping that Wakefield's knuckleball isn't working.
Yeah, I have a fastball curve and a changeup also, but, you know, if knuckleball isn't working, I'm still trying to make an adjustment to get it to work because God didn't bless me with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and with the offensive club that they have, it could get pretty ugly out there.
Because of the fact they're down, they need to win 2 games, and we're back at home. It's not an automatic win situation for us because, you know, like I said, we went into Pittsburgh and did that to them last year. So we know what's capable of happening now. We just need to be on our toes and make sure it doesn't happen.
And in an effort to do just that, they return to the days of yesteryear. The Braves have former star knuckleballer Phil Niekro pitching batting practice tonight. Former Braves Bruce Del Canton did it up in Pittsburgh, and the Braves hit a couple of home runs off of Timmy Wakefield. Maybe they can get some more tonight, huh?
It's 5 or 6, I hope. Maybe I could give up. Maybe I could throw a better batting practice than Del Canton. I'm hoping everything I throw up there, they're going to hit.
Yeah, he's going to make it easy for him in batting practice. This is a different fall for the Miami Heat. They have a veteran in camp who wears a couple championship rings, and now they have a brief history of playoff basketball. The Heat has arrived, and as Craig Minervini now explains, the players are well aware of that.
No question the Heat all like what they see. With new faces like veteran John Sally and first-round draft pick Harold Miner and a 38-win season, including a trip to the playoffs, Miami is at last arriving.
Well, I think the attitude now is that we know we can win, and the only thing we got to do now is just go out there and do it.
The Heat will have to do it without their old friend, the element of surprise. That's gone now after their trip to the postseason parade. Teams around the NBA know the Heat is on. In the past, winning was a bonus. Now it's no longer a bonus.
Exactly, and you know, like I said, it'll be interesting to see how we respond to that. This will be a situation that we haven't faced before as a team, trying to break that label of being an expansion team and just a team in the NBA that's competitive and that you know you're going to have to come and play hard against every night.
I definitely like this situation a lot more than the other situations. You know, you look around, you got great players in every position, and it's so exciting for us, and we're looking forward to a great year.
In Lake Worth with the Heat, I'm Craig Benervini, News Center 25 Sports.
Nice, Craig. Guess who's coming to dinner in Quebec tonight? Eric Lindros. What a reception this guy should receive, huh? Remember, he is the guy who was drafted by the Nordiques in 1991, refused to sign, finally traded to Philadelphia after sitting out a season. Not your favorite son.
Well, I don't expect roses. I don't expect any gifts. Just a regular boo, I think. Yeah, that should do it.
Yeah, no booze in Washington last night. The Redskins finally putting it all together. Mark Rippon ran for a pair of touchdowns, threw this one to Gary Clark. But the play of the night came in the fourth quarter when Art Monk caught his 7th pass of the night, 820th of his career, setting the NFL record as the Redskins ripped the Denver Broncos 34-3. Out of sports. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay.
We'll be right back.
If you're like most people, you have a lot of questions when you start shopping for a new car or truck. Well, I have a couple of experts here that can make buying your next car easier. First question, which dealer offers the best price?
Everyone.
Well, then who offers the best selection?
Everybody.
So where do you get the best service?
Any place.
Okay, but who is the only dealer that offers you more?
That's easy. Rick Star, Lincoln, Mercury, Nissan.
Visit us soon.
U.S. Highway 1, Fort Pierce.
When you shop, you bring your groceries home in one of these. But Winn-Dixie shops for over 2 million customers every day. They bring their groceries home in one of these. Winn-Dixie constantly tracks down the best deals, then uses volume buying power to lower the price even more. They call them power buys. So shop Winn-Dixie, and you'll never miss the best deals. Power buys save you money on every aisle, every day.
She's the most cunning of shoppers, brought out by Mervyn's anniversary sale with the lowest prices of the year. She can track down the lowest price on Lee denim and Elemental blindfolded. She can sniff out the lowest price on towels and sheets at 50 paces. And don't be caught in her sights when she spots the lowest price on Cambridge Classics dress shirts. She's the bargain hunter, and her favorite territory, Mervyn's anniversary sale with the lowest prices of the year.
A nation's people are a nation's strength. And the strength of a bank called Nations Bank. A bank that now has the resources and the locations to reach 1 out of every 4 people in the nation. A bank that measures its success with the success of every community it serves. From Baltimore to Miami to El Paso. It's no wonder a bank that sees its strength in the neighborhoods of a nation would today be called Nations Bank.
If you ever thought politicians had trouble seeing things your way, you might appreciate one Palm Beach County commissioner.
That's because she couldn't see anything today. Carol Roberts spent much of the day blindfolded. That's because this is Vision Awareness Day in the county, and Roberts agreed to go sightless to show how difficult it is for the visually impaired to get around. It took Roberts about 30 seconds to run into problems without the use of her eyes. She had to have somebody help her read the agenda. And Roberts says she will never again take vision for granted. And that'll wrap up our 6 o'clock report.
ABC's World News Tonight up next. We'll see you back here again at 11 on the Nightcast.
We'd like to introduce you to the